Hi, thanks for tuning in. I'm Laura Beth Ezel for HxGN TV, and today we have with us Jack Williams, who is a product manager with Hexagon Safety and Infrastructure. Today, Jack is going to share information with us about the all-new Intergraph InSight Explorer and Reporting products, which allow you to visualize data, create reports, and conduct analysis, effectively converting your data into actionable information.
Correct.
So, Jack, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, LB.
For first, just give us a brief description of Intergraph InSight Explorer and Reporting.
Yeah, so Intergraph InSight Explorer is a self-serve analytics platform that allows users to quickly search their CAD calls for service data and their law enforcement records management data on a map or in tabular format so that they can do analysis very quickly, and it's very accessible to multiple users. Now, InSight Reporting, on the other hand, is a reporting model that we have created on top of the CAD data that puts the CAD data into industry terminology, allows us to quickly build reports, dashboards, very nice visuals. So what it enables us to do is take advantage of that asset data that we don't take advantage of that often.
Right, so we're basically taking the data from CAD, we're bringing it out.
Bringing it out,
visual.
exactly.
Okay, so how does this system remove that complex data management task?
Well, the data management task is typically 90% of the stuff that data preparers do is preparing the data.
Right.
They don't get to focus as much on doing the analysis, conveying insight from that data to their stakeholders. So the data preparation is a big time drain on a lot of reporting and analytics. So really what we try to do is provide tools that allow that data to be accessible by many different types of users, and so that you can visualize it and represent it to gain real insights into your CAD and records management data.
And good point there, it's not just data analytics people, that this can be reached by many different users.
Exactly, and that's one of the really key benefits, especially of InSight Explorer, is the ability to self-serve.
Right.
You don't have to go to the analyst.
Jack, typically agencies, have to pull from different disparate sources to analyze data from, but many reporting platforms aren't capable of combining this data to view one picture of it all. So how does Intergraph InSight Explorer and Reporting products, how do they change that?
Well, what InSight Explorer does is it converges your records management and CAD calls for service data into a single application that is very easy to use. Multiple users can come in and start to visualize, explore, ask questions of their data, discover insights that that weren't apparent to them. That and then the InSight reporting aspect essentially allows that data to be reported on very easily in a digestible manner so that stakeholders, those being citizens, executive staff, you name it, they can quickly digest, make decisions, convey that information to the public or to their stakeholders so that they ultimately can be more informed and make better decisions and be more efficient.
Okay. Can you explain how InSight Reporting, because we're talking about InSight Reporting, can improve an agency's depth of analysis from the resources that they can, reach now?
Yeah, so InSight Reporting, when you think about it, you have this database, right? And this database, if you've ever got inside of a database, which I wouldn't recommend it, you got some very ugly
That's your day-to-day thing you want to
Exactly, yeah, that's what they have some very ugly terminology on the back end. And so what we do with that data analysis and making it, you can get more in depth with it, is we take that data, we convert it, transform it into industry terminology so that when you're building reports, when you're running reports, the terms make sense to you. So that's number one. Number two is then we also add in additional fields that aren't part of the database. Things like averages, sums. We call these calculated fields. These are part of our semantic layer that we add with InSight Reporting. That combined with the ability to bring in third-party data, now your depth of analysis can go very, very far. And so that's really the main advantage of InSight Reporting and how it brings that depth to play.
We've touched on this about a little bit, but Jack, those within an agency who are tasked with pulling this data and pulling reports, detailed crime analysis stats, know that these can be very complex and sometimes costly reports to create. We've talked about the time. They can also be costly because it's taking up time, obviously.
Exactly.
So how will Intergraph InSight change this dynamic within an agency, of the time and the money?
So what we're trying to do with InSight Explorer, is we're really trying to make analytics and analysis accessible to multiple user types. And that's a little bit different than some traditional tools you'll see out on the market. So we want to take the burden off the analysts so that they can really focus on their tactical needs and then the day-to-day sort of tasks that analysts are constantly being bombarded with. And you go talk to analysts, they are being bombarded with day-to-day reporting tasks. Somebody has a question every day that needs to be answered, they go to the analyst. What we're trying to do is really broaden people, the whole agency's ability to do self-serve analysis. And that's where we feel like we can come in and really help an agency do analysis quicker and more cost effective because they're saving time.
Right, okay, so we know how all of these reports and data can be gathered, but what about being able to visualize and share this data?
Well, that's the key, right? You can do all the analysis in the world. If you can't convey the insights that you've gained from that analysis or from those reports, then it's useless.
Right.
So what's nice about InSight Explorer, and then I'll go to reporting, Explorer is accessible via web browser. It's a nice, easy to use map. Honestly, if you know how to use an internet browser, which I would hope most people do, you can use this product and you can start to explore, ask questions of your data. If you're familiar with Google Maps, you can draw geofences, filter things down using interactive widgets. You can even search against what we call a full text search across all the data. That in and of itself, and being able to visualize your data and work with it in such a manner is very nice. And that's how you can convey what I would call hidden insights buried within your records and CAD event data. Now for reporting, we've built pre-built models that are based on Microsoft SQL Server reporting services. These models can be plugged into Power BI. And for those folks out there listening, Power BI, it's a wonderful tool. You can create amazing visuals with it because we've done the legwork with those models. Now all they have to do is come in and add these visuals to their templates, to their dashboards, and they can build ad hoc, customized reports using very interactive, nice visuals, literally in minutes. The visualization aspect of it is the key because you have to get the information to people in a digestible format. And we feel like with these two tools, we're heading down that path with our new products.
Anything else you want to share with us about these products?
Oh, no, I think I've spoken enough, but, so thank you very much.
Well, we appreciate your time sharing with us about this exciting new capabilities that these Hexagon has to offer. And for more information about today's topic, you can visit www.hexagonsafetyinfrastructure.com. And to watch additional episodes and learn more, visit HxGNTV.com. Thanks for tuning in.